Although the class of 2017 has celebrated many successes over the years, it is important that we celebrate the success of every student today in today's commencement ceremony. To ensure that each name is heard as it is read, we ask our parents, family, and friends to refrain from loud cheers or other events. Please hold your applause until the conclusion of the name reading when you honor us in the United Class. We thank you for your cooperation and thank you for being here to commemorate the Orange Country High School student class of 2017.
All names have been read. Dr. John Aldrin, Superintendent. Ms. Carol Rogers, Assistant Superintendent of Business Services and Operations. Ms. Willie Garrett, Assistant Superintendent of Instructional Services and Personnel. Mr. Rico DeMore, Director of Education and Technology. Mr. Mark Holmes, Athletic Director. Mr. Chuck Mauer, Associate Principal at Plain. Mr. Rob Parrott, Associate Principal at Almond. And Mr. Greg Meyer, Principal at the Plain campus. Next, I would like to introduce the staff members seated on the stage. Again, please hold your applause until I've read all of their names. Mr. Ryan Davis, Senior Class Board Sponsor. Ms. Deanna Esposito, Senior Class Board Sponsor. Mr. Sean Mahoney, Graduate Name Reader. And Ms. Heidi Nichols, Graduate Name Reader. Finally, I'd like to welcome the leaders of the class of 2017 who are serving as junior marshals this afternoon. Please hold your applause until I've read all their names. Rebecca Holtkamp, Emily Johnson, Morgan Sukamel, Sunitha Talugio. Board of Education members, faculty and staff, friends and family of our graduates, and the members of the Warren Township High School class of 2017. We are here today to recognize and celebrate the accomplishments of the young men and women seated before us. A significant number of people have played important roles in helping our graduates succeed. I'd like to take a moment to recognize some of those people. First of all, the parents of our graduates who have provided continuous love, support, and encouragement over the past 4 years. I would like to thank you for sending us your sons and daughters. Will the parents of all the graduates please stand and be recognized? I would also like to thank the faculty and staff who have spent countless hours preparing and implementing engaging learning activities to produce these graduates who have attained the high standards set forth by our community. Will all the faculty and staff in the audience please stand and be recognized? This year, we celebrated our centennial. These graduates will be forever remembered as the 100th class in Warren's proud history. Our seniors set foot on campus this year with confidence, pride, and a sense of leadership. On the first day, students and staff gathered outside to take an aerial photo to commemorate the centennial. After arranging ourselves in a WTHS formation, the drone took our picture. Shortly afterwards, the sky turned black and we were looking to get inside without being struck by lightning. That day really set the tone for the entire school year. This year, together as staff and students, we have experienced many different unique scenarios or emotions as a school and as a family. We felt the excitement of starting our senior year, or being excited about being in the stands at the first home football game. A sense of accomplishment when we managed to survive an AP class, be recognized when our symphonic band won Super State, or receiving an honors award for graduation. Some of you felt rewarded or a sense of pride by meeting the incentive requirements and you did not take a final exam on your last day of school. We felt sadness when we lost those individuals that were so close to our hearts. We felt the feeling of connectedness when we came together as a diverse school to support each other instead of dividing. We felt empathy for others when we spent countless of hours volunteering or raising funds for those who were less fortunate than us. We felt inspired through our daily experiences working with such a talented and diverse staff and student body. And finally, we felt optimistic about our future as we all became better people as a result of knowing each other and working together. The class of 2017 is about to enter the world as fearless, intelligent, unique, and incredibly talented young men and women. I look forward to seeing them all succeed. Finally, let us agree that we will not forget where we came from, or how hard we worked to get here, or how much we have grown together the past 4 years. Let us agree that we will always remember how good it felt when we were all here together, united as Blue Devils. I wish you all the best of luck. I am, and I hope you are, proud to be a Blue Devil. Congratulations and thank you. At this time, please welcome senior Amber Geraldino Pena, who will share her thoughts with the class of 2017.
Good afternoon. 100 years ago, in 1917 to be exact, the first graduating class was born. Fewer than 20 kids stood ready to graduate. It was a class of mostly American boys. Today, 2017, the 100 graduating class is born. A Dominican girl stands before you over a diverse class of over 1,000 students. No pressure. What I'm trying to say is that society has changed, and so has this school. Most importantly, so have we. Just think about it. We have changed so much as individuals since freshman year, and our individual skills and attributes have helped us progress to the future. These 4 years remind me of a lot. Each year has been a step towards unlocking our potential, our futures. Some of us still haven't fully opened that lock, and that's okay. At least we are closer now than we were freshman year. Ah, yes. Freshman year, it was fast cooking, scurrying down the hallways, coming to class super early, getting lost through the school, tripping down the stairs of Oak Lane. It was also fast, also fresh, all too weird. New friends, odd faces, an abundance of students, scary teachers. Well, maybe we were so scared because they were so tall. And we were so small. It was a major change for middle school. We played volleyball leader, but coming to high school, we had to learn the etiquette of break away from leader, be self-aware, in order to become our own leaders. However, it took time, because we were slowly adjusting to a new environment. While we found the right keys, the first step was adaptation. Sophomore year. Okay, we at least know how to get on the hall plane. Well, sort of. Sophomore year, we were trapped in ourselves. We sat in corner classrooms with our headphones in, isolating ourselves. However, classes started to get a bit more challenging. We realized that it was beneficial to ask teachers and peers for assistance. Studying, expressing our opinions, we began connecting with each other and with our teachers as well. It was the start of depending on others, and most importantly, ourselves. Aligning the notches of our teams, we realized that the next step was communication. Help! That was my favorite word to use junior year. Warren, you really did us justice. New campus, waking up an hour earlier, more homework, ACT, lots of college drilled in our brains. Like I said before, help! Teachers, help from guidance counselors, help from family and friends, help from Starbucks, help. It felt like freshman year all over again, except the teachers didn't seem so scary. We knew deep in our hearts we could survive it. We just had to keep twisting and turning our keys and keep trying. We We use our resourcefulness and determination to continue to turn our keys to our futures. Adaptation, communication, and resourcefulness. The greatest challenge at the end of this was using our new skills to accomplish our goals. Goals! Here we are, graduating seniors. Who knows? Maybe your goal in high school was to get into a good college. Maybe it was to figure out your career. Or maybe, just simply, to graduate high school. But after today, we will have new goals to accomplish. These past years have taught us a lot, some of our potential. We have made that last turn of our keys, and doors are slowly opening. More of our ideas and more of our individuality are emerging. That's what makes us so diverse, so special. No, so pure golden. Oh yeah, and may I forget blue as well. Whether you want to be a mechanic or an actor, whether you're from a small country in the Caribbean, or from the local subdivision of Hawkins Village, class of 2017, the 100th graduating class of Warren Township High School, we are all blue and pure gold. We are all capable of changing society. We are the future. We are goals. Thank you.
Thank you, Amber. Please welcome our next honored student presenter, Maya Faith Ransom Cox.
Good afternoon, honored guests, ladies, gentlemen, and students. Our high school years seem to have passed in a flurry of activities. Courses attended, grades attained, extracurricular activities, social events, and lessons learned. It's hard to believe that the next few months you'll be seeing the graduating class of 2017 facing new horizons and challenges. Some of us may stay closer to home, some may go slightly further away, and yet others may find themselves in a totally different continent. Wherever you may find yourself, and whatever challenge you may choose to follow and explore, hold true to what shaped your yesterdays. Acknowledge and appreciate what you are today, and dare to be all that you can be tomorrow. As the 100th graduating class of 2017, we need to express our gratitude for the wonderful opportunities that we were exposed to. Our thanks must go to all the staff and management of Warren Township High School. Teachers that have taken the time out to push their students to their high school potential. Friends that we have gained and lost, but always remember. As we make a relatively smooth transition into life beyond school, I am sure the fine education that we have received will stand us in good stead time and again. Our thanks must also extend to our parents and guardians. You have remained committed to our education, but more importantly, you have remained committed to us. You have stood by our sides, even when things may have seemed a bit rocky, steadfast and confident, stability in times of turmoil, hesitancy, and of course our independence. Today, we sit on the brink of a new chapter of our lives. Take a moment to reflect on everything that we have achieved. Take a moment to look back and to seek and appreciate just how far we've all come. Today is our opportunity to acknowledge our accomplishments. Albert Einstein once said, "Everyone is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's stupid." It is inappropriate to judge an animal by focusing on the skills which the creature doesn't possess. A fish is specialized to swim superbly, and its ability to climb a tree is not existent. So find your swim. Find what it is that you're amazing at, and focus on your successes and learn from your clients. Understand what you'll excel at, and improve on what you don't. But in the middle of our quest to individuality, we must not lose sight of ourselves. Understand that you're your own genius, and that's coming from your genius yourself. I could just stand here and give you a bunch of
cliche advice and worry that, but that's not what I meant. I want you to remember how amazing you all are. As we pursue our dreams and our successes, we run into hills and even mountains that seem impossible. The road that lies ahead won't be easy. There will be obstacles, limits, accidents, potholes, and roadblocks. There will be times when each of us will feel like we cannot possibly go on. There will be times when each of us will think that he or she is alone, back against the wall. But the possibility isn't a possibility. We're all in this room together. We've made it this far, watching people back now. There's people wonder why I was easy, and that includes the most of our futures and reflecting on our past. But that doesn't mean we give up on ourselves. We will keep pushing because we know we can achieve our dreams, and because we know we are perfect. From this day forward, let us make each decision with our best interests in mind. Let us be the best that we can be, so we will fill our lives and the lives of those closest to us with happiness and pride. We've already taken the first step by beginning to this ceremony today. Now, it's time to take the next step on this journey that is our lives and begin to build our futures. As Dory once said, just keep swimming. Congratulations to class of 2017.
Thank you, Maya. Please welcome our final honor student presenter, Maria Lowe.
Hey everybody! I'm just excited to be here.
Today is the day. We've made it. Today, we no longer have to sneak our gum under the lunch table, worry our friends may see it and ask for cookies. Or the whole pack. Today, we no longer have to sit next to that certain someone in chemistry who may or may not have forgotten to apply deodorant after class. Today, we disconnect from the barely functioning school Wi-Fi, open our personal computers, and connect to a Wi-Fi network that will work when we need it. Now, close your eyes. Imagine that you're 14. I mean, really imagine. The braces, the graphic tee, blurred lines by Robert Thicke blasting in your headphones, and memories of Gurney days dancing in your head. Really imagine. You're a freshman, about to start reading your first 400-page novel, A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. Speaking about the French Revolution, Dickens wrote, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light, it was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair. Imagine that you're in class, reading this passage for the first time. You look up from your book and wonder if you're sitting in the right place. Somehow, that paragraph made even less sense than the paragraph of Patricia Ba'a, California that you read in La Casa de Español the period before. Now, open your eyes. It's been 4 years. You're 18, barely hanging on to your GPA after a long, hard year battling senioritis, and that paragraph makes a lot more sense. Dickens was actually talking about high school too, not just the French Revolution. Whether these 4 years were the best of times for you, the worst of times for you, or something in between, you did it, and that's something to be immensely proud of. Go ahead and give the person next to you a high five because they did it too. Now, I'd like to take everybody on an adventure. We are going to use our trusty GPS to navigate us through it all, automatically saying, redirecting, when we take a wrong turn. This expedition began at our freshman year bus stop. As with any journey, we needed to be fully prepared, so we had our backpacks stuffed with notebooks and folders. Let us not forget the 48 pack of assorted gel pens too, because that's what we did in middle school. That must mean we're supposed to be in high school too, right? Redirecting. The freshman year adventure continued as we learned all about what being a high schooler entails. The marvelous feeling of those 2 extra hours of sleep on late start Mondays, the stress of having to complete our homework before the morning it was due, and failing to win a spirit stick every single time, no matter how hard we tried to be sophomores. Next up, sophomore year. The best part of our second year of high school was most likely a trip to the DMV. The highly efficient DMV employees willingly gave us a 2 high-premium pass, which has allowed us to play life-size golf cars, much to the chagrin of our parents and insurance companies. The freedom of having a license was most likely the biggest responsibility we had experienced to date. Luckily, at age 16, we were all extraordinarily trustworthy and accountable individuals. To prove this, I will confess that my car has only been hit in the school parking lot 2 times. And that must mean we're all great drivers, right? Redirecting. And so the adventure goes, junior year. At this point, we started to think more and more about where our road trip would take us next. Remember that day when we all had to take the mandatory ACT? Yeah, me too. And remember that day when we got our ACT scores back? It's okay. I wish I could forget to. Redirecting. The fun didn't stop there for me though, as my GPS redirected me to the ACT another time. And another time. And another one. And your GPS gave you multiple options too as to which route you could take. Whether you took the ACT 5 times like I did, stopped after your first, or really didn't want to take it at all, we are all unique individuals with varying interests and goals, so it only makes sense that we found different destinations. Final stop, senior year. In the moment, it's difficult to understand how bumps in the road benefit us. Now, as our high school adventure concludes, we can zoom out on our GPS and view the map as a whole. Each traffic jam over the last 4 years was an opportunity to learn. Whether we realize it or not, each time we lost the spirit stick battle, rear-ended somebody's car, had to retake the ACT, we grew. We are stronger than we realize, smarter than we think, and more ready to combat life post-high school than we could have ever imagined. We are the dreamers, doers, believers, and optimists of today, and the doctors, skilled laborers, parents, and innovators of tomorrow. Let us take what we have learned throughout these precious 4 years and impact the world. To Warren's 100th graduating class and all of those who helped us get here, congratulations. For today and always, go Blue Devils. You have arrived at your destination. One last thing. I did some math and I found that United States high schoolers make up about 1.09% of the American population. Though minuscule that number may seem, we do indeed make up 100% of the future. Now, let's go make a difference.
Thank you, Maria. Each year, the graduating class presents their gifts to the school. At this time, please welcome Caroline Velasquez, who will present the gift and senior class sponsors, Mr. Davis and Ms. Esposito, who will accept the gift.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for coming to Warren's 10th graduation. My name is Caroline Velasquez. I am a member of 2017 Senior Class 4, and it is my honor to present the senior gift. Every year, as a tradition, the senior class gives back to the school that has given so much to us over the past 4 years. This year, continuing on that tradition, the senior class has raised funds for a variety of gifts. These gifts include the lovely banners and streamers which decorated our halls for this year's homecoming, the senior class t-shirts, and a collection of photographs which we framed and hung around our office campus. All of these gifts speak towards the welcoming community of Warren, and we are so proud to have made these lasting contributions to our school. Thank you, class of 2017, and congratulations.
Mrs. Esposito
their very generous gift, and we'd all like to wish you good luck in the future.
Thank you to the class of 2017 for your generosity and consideration for the future students at Warren Township High School. It is greatly appreciated. Now it is my pleasure to invite the superintendent, Dr. John Altman, to the podium for the presentation of 2017 to our Board of Education.
Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations, graduates, parents. Certainly, this is a very special and memorable day for all of you, and it should be. This is our 100th graduating class, and well, as a class, you guys have accomplished great academic and co-curricular accomplishments. Certainly, you care for each other, and collaboration in your work, and your sense of inclusion is what I remember and what I think we should be most proud of as a class. They are not only the things that brought you here today, but moving forward, are so same qualities that are going to make you successful in your future. And so at this point in time, members of the Board of Education, families, and community members, the students seated before you have successfully completed all requirements for graduation as set forth in Warren School Board policy and by the state of Illinois. It's my pleasure to verify and certify the completion of these requirements and to present Warren Township High School's 100 graduating class for official commencement as graduates of the class of 2017.
Elizabeth Abundus Guyota.
Philip Bernard Randier.
Sarah Adil Hadamusu.
Joseph G. Shaw.
Daniel Acosta.
Serena Rose Bosco.
Vanessa Marcos Acosta.
Suhey Jaira Morales.
Donald John Adamczyk.
Timothy Patrick Landon.
Alejandro Enrique Adame.
Joseph Martin Bayer.
Xavier Miguel Adams. Noah Campbell Adams. Peter Gabriel Atkins. Amber Marie Adrianson. Oscar Jaime Collins.
Diksha Pasha.
Ariana Alberto.
Melissa Marie Braun.
William Joshua Alex.
Reyes Ahmad.
Noeli Alonso.
Christian Gabriel Alba.
Ashley Antoinette Amador.
Gabrielle Elise Alcala.
Jacob Andrew Anderson.
Jesus Alvaro Garcia.
Catherine Leah Anderson.
Christian Almazan.
Adriana Letitia Andrade.
Teresa Alvarez.
Lauren Alyssa Andrews.
Julian Miguel Noah.
Christian Andrell Lloyd Relation Anueva.
Brandon Kyle Anderson.
Robert Joseph Archibald.
Cody Carol Anderson.
Satya Arkat.
David Andrade.
Bisma Arif.
Aisha Vinte Anahi.
Chelsea Leslie Arroyo.
Samantha Rochelle Antonio.
Viviana Arzate.
Emily Argos.
Abena Atuobi.
Joshua Tristan Arevalo.
Samantha Avalon.
Edmund Ivan Areola.
Edgar Avila Ortiz.
Ariadna Michelle Ortega.
Michael Patrick Ackford.
Arjun Senthil Arun.
Michaela Rose Bailey.
Nabil Muhammad Asmar.
Tyree M. Valentine.
Jonathan Anthony Avila.
Joshua Max Baptiste.
Samantha Elisa Avila.
Jose Miguel Arsenis.
Danya Aviles.
Sana Shamin Barkat.
Curtis John Bay.
Leilani Raquel Barrera.
Adam Will Vansterman.
Grace Catherine Basley.
Catherine Grace Barconnect.
Lisa Marie Bass.
Alexander J. Barty.
Ronald Bailey.
Courtney Page Barker.
Megan Julie Beaupre.
Aubrey Rose Whitman.
Mason Michael Bell.
Samuel Richard Beasley.
Alexandra Elizabeth Berkowitz.
Brett Michael Bauer.
Anai Bernal.
Kendall Deontay Bell.
Alana Michelle Perry.
Nicholas David Berkeley.
Madison Jeanette Best.
Kevin Sadie Bedoy Zamaya.
Simran Kaur Bala.
Gina Marie Bernardini.
Kayla Michelle Blair.
William Connor Bertram.
Jacqueline Bonilla.
Daniela Bettencourt.
Zachary Joseph Longratz.
Landon Craig Finstock.
Matthew Lee Borgwine.
Zane Robert Levens.
Keegan M. Owen.
Cale Thomas Bloomfield.
Keegan Dean Breezy.
Jackson Corey Von Gratz.
Grace Elizabeth Brazina.
Joanna Lavinia Resendez.
Trevor Kent Britton.
Nicholas James Bartovo.
Cassidy Brianne Brooks.
Alec James Bradley.
Spencer William Brown.
Dale Martin Abadinas Raza.
Jacob Hudson.
Amia Denise Bruton.
Nicholas Richard Burke.
Samantha Marie Briseno.
Jacob Vincent Butera.
Timothy Jacob Rodzik.
Stephanie Caballero.
Connor James Brooks.
Alyssa Marie Cairns.
Stephen David Bringer.
Christian Calderoni.
Olivia Colleen Byrne.
Raul Calderon Hernandez. Liliana Elisa Cadas.
Tiffany Patrice Bullitt.
Jocelyn Marie Camarena.
Anthony Cavan.
Jorge Axel Amber Velasquez.
Linnell Faith Viñas Alonza.
Marco Antonio Campos.
Stephanie Calderon.
Ethan Michael Harris.
Christopher Andrew Caldwell.
Joshua Cardoza.
Jasmine Marie Camarena.
Sydney Grace Carpenter.
Mary Camano Guzman.
Edgar Caesar Carino Lugo.
Kelsey Walker Campbell.
Gabriel Lorenzo Perry.
Carter Michael Kaplan.
Andrew Andres Castro Chavez,
Wilnaldo Carranza.
Austin L. Sear,
Diana Carino.
Aaron Yunsun Chan,
Jason Henry Carrington.
Cersei Chavez,
Kristen Emmanuel Casado.
Caitlin Janice Champo,
Victor Castro.
Ashley Mackenzie Clark,
Edgar Arcos Castro.
Elise Colleen Long,
Leon Anthony Patus.
Claire Lenora Cole,
Daniela Paulina Serna Nunez.
Cassidy Emily Collins,
Gabriel Roman Chavez.
Warren Ray Constantino,
Olivia Lee Chen.
Eric Anthony Contreras,
Dylan Yang Ju Chong.
Patricia Contreras Gomes,
Maria Grace Clifford.
Kelly Lynn Cook,
Amber Rose Colson.
Catherine Cordova,
Jordan Marshawn Cole.
Alex Maria Caceres,
Abigail Veronica Conroy.
Cameron Daniel Bushin,
Kelsey Delia Contreras.
Keith Aaron Crawford,
Oscar Contreras.
Taylor Mackenzie Crowley,
Genevieve Marie Cook.
Patricia Angela Tipankupa,
Erica Hiroko Cooper.
Mark William Dahlstrom,
Jared Josiah Patrick Cozy.
Amanda Michelle Dancy,
Alyssa Joy Cox.
Christina Louisa Dennis,
McKenna Lynn Crawford.
Nicholas Duran Davey,
Bea Carmel Durden Wassai.
Jalen Lavelle Davis,
Luke Wilson Dahlberg.
Alexander Nicholas Dean,
Kayla Emma Dawn.
Sophia de los Santos,
Matthew Rick Daniel.
Noah David DeGeorge,
James Russell Davenport.
Eunice Falcon Gabo de la Cruz,
Alyssa Lorraine Davidson.
Amber Jessica Durvis,
Leah Nicole Davis.
Simran Dalla,
Sarah Madeline DiBartolo.
Sean Cesario Delosa.
Eric Mendiola de la Cruz.
Lindsay Aaron Ditmars.
Andrew Nicholas Demos.
Jack Samuel Golden.
Caitlin Jean Deaver.
Jason Grant Thorson.
Asma Wada Diallo.
Shay Thomas Drew.
Miguel Angel Diaz.
Tage Deshawn Duffy Gwynn.
Jessica Nicole Dietzen.
Madison Zendaya Duncan.
Lily Elaine Zusisor.
David Dvorkin.
Victoria Elaine Diwa Dizan.
Tanner Allen Dyer.
Alejandro Junior Dominguez.
Anton Justin Ingles.
Romano Anthony Drake.
Bianca Isabel Egendorf Enriquez.
Ashley Duarte.
Victor Manuel Escobar.
Brielle Chardonnay Duncan.
Andrea Espinal.
Shannon Carol Dunn.
Linnell Kyle Pascual Estrada.
Ashley Christina Edmondson.
William Andrew Eagleton.
Destiny Aaliyah England.
Danielle Fajardo.
Aaliyah Escamilla.
Roman Fajardo.
Sydney Lynn S.
Shawnee Elisabella Farmer.
Ricardo Espinosa.
Jason Miguel Fagan.
Raymond Marcus Estrada.
Nadia Fernandez.
Tabitha Christina Faulkner.
Rana Jazri Arielado Figueroa.
Emily Estudillo.
Michael Isaac Finken.
Centel Sahin George Everett.
Alexander Michael Clemente.
Marlene Fajardo.
Robbie Mel Flores Mangry.
Oscar Batiga.
Richard Flores.
Brianna Marie Feltner Williams.
Jet Hayden Flora.
Daniel James Phillips.
Rebecca Lynn Foley.
Sarah Emily Finkel.
Cassidy Paige Bertunski.
Lindsay Ann Flood.
Kayla Diane Cole.
Marco Giovanni Torres Hernandez.
Jennifer Francisco.
Isabel Quinn Vogel.
Claudia Roscoe Sandoval.
Daryl Ann Morning.
Hannah Kelsey Freer.
Michaela Lynn Fowler.
Michael Ryan Fry.
Sarah Caitlin Floyd.
Victoria Catherine Guy.
Bailey G. Franks.
Haley Denise Galicia.
Parker Ryan Freelander.
Jenna Jill Gallus.
Brittany Marie Fry.
Tyler Anthony Gaynor.
Alyssa Grace Fuller.
Julianne Elena Danton.
Connor John Raker Gagey.
Carlos Adrian Garcia.
Matthew Jordan Galindo.
William Josue Garcia.
Brian Alexis Galvin.
Jared Nathaniel Garland.
Naomi Galvin.
Amber Jovino Pena.
Gavin Benjamin Gunan.
Savon Marquise Ramal Gilman.
Jasmine Gray Avila.
Joshua Taylor Giroux.
Felipe Jesus Garcia.
Jeremy Matthew Thomas Coleman.
Cassandra Garza.
Nicolette Alexis Lisovich.
Christopher Thomas Gates.
Joseph Frank Golden.
Mira Rosalie Bianetti.
Edgar Gomez.
Michelle Natalia Dorada.
Michael Lazarus Gomez.
Zachary Rice Gleason.
Sarah Gomez.
Harley Renee Blinn.
Jocelyn Gonzalez.
Ian Nicholas Goff.
Victor Rafael Gonzalez.
Diana Gomez.
Ricardo Gonzalez Renteria.
Marissa Gomez.
Brianna Marie Goosey.
Mihailo Omar Gomez.
Allie Joe Gordon.
David Gomez Arizmendi.
Emma Lynn Goss.
Jocelyn Monica Gonzalez.
Allison Jane Montagiri Cozen.
Erica Gonzalez.
Brianne Elizabeth Rantelli.
Luis Angel Gonzalez. Eric Gonzalez Castaneda.
Angela Gerbich,
Joshua Paul Goodman.
Cheyenne Marie Gregory,
Charles D. Jordan.
Philip Jeffrey Greason,
LaShantis Cheyenne Daquan Gordon.
Mia Simone Griffin,
Israel Poole.
Jeremiah DeQuan Grover,
Jason Granados.
Andrea Guerrero,
JC Lynn Brown.
Marco Antonio Dorado Moran,
Tyrese LaShawn Gray.
Samantha Catherine Gunter,
Gianelle S. Rodera Gregorio.
Jaime Guzman Roscoe,
Justin Carl Gregory.
Jonathan Guzman Garcia,
Matthew Austin Griffin.
Taryn Julia Neal,
George Adrian Guerrero.
Haley Elizabeth Mann,
Caleb Matthew Gudeman.
Abby Nicole Hanson,
Eric Donald Grosbach.
Jaslyn N. Harper,
Serena Elizabeth Lula.
Michael Evan Harrigan,
Nicholas Reed Gustafson.
Mitchell Campbell Harris,
Kimberly Charlene Guzman.
Dean Nicholas Hartzell,
Chloe Rose Haley.
Catherine Margaret Haynes,
Connor Glenn Hankla.
Eli Adam Hebert,
Annika Elise Hansen.
Drew Harriman,
Lindsay Rose Hardiman.
Brandon George Tuco Harrigan,
Amanda Renee Harris.
Jordan Nicole Menendez,
Megan Gabrielle Hawksworth.
Lizette Hernandez,
Nicholas Adam Healy.
Sergio Hernandez,
Zachary Michael Hemrick.
Marissa Herrera,
Rachel Ann Hendon.
Amber Deanna Hickey,
Hector Pablo Harad.
Brock Edward Hill,
Angel Hernandez.
Portionate Desiree Octavia Hodges,
Juanita Raquel Hernandez.
Brendan Scott Holland.
Manuel Francisco Hernandez.
Vladimir Palach.
Serena Lenore Hernandez.
Nicholas Patrick Hoppe.
Shannon Elizabeth Herrick.
Blake Landon Winston.
Anthony Christopher Hill.
Richard Jamal Howard.
Megan Marie Hitz.
Caleb Matthew Butler.
Lindsay Lauren Hogsett.
Joshua Adrian Vieses.
Kyle Tyler Holmes.
Jade Jackson.
Lillian Hinman Arnold.
Anusha Jalasuji.
Tyler Ryan Horn.
Kinsey Lene Jasmine.
Kayla Ashley Portolano.
And Brianna Anisha Simone Jefferson Sims.
Michelle Quigo.
Juliette Trisha Hernandez.
Ryan Scott Hunt.
Cameron Johnson.
Alexander Michael Huss.
Maya Summer Johnson.
Jasmine Ibarra.
Gabriella Beatrice Johnson Perez.
Curtis Stephen Ishii.
Dante Tyrell Johnson.
Torion Andrew Tyrone Jackson.
Olivia Alta Johnston.
Alexander Jackridge.
Nicola Young.
Ryan Joseph Janda.
Stacy Latrell Jones.
Jordan E. Jenkins.
Sarah Ashley Judge.
Brandon Lee Johnson.
Tatum Faith Paul.
Daniel Thomas Johnson.
Daniel James Finuski.
Jamia Ane Johnson Bobby.
Tanisha Brianna Korean.
Sarabi Krishna Joyce.
Tessa Lee Copeland.
Dejan Amari Jones.
Allison Ann Kirschman.
John Kenzie Jones.
Jocelyn Grace Keller.
Akil Matthew Joseph.
Linha Ali Khan.
Eric Yusuf Jones. Spencer D. Cantor.
Cassandra Lee Kaiser.
Elizabeth Mary Parliament.
Ryan David Clemens.
John William Keller.
Grace Ellen Kanish.
Jessica Erin Kern.
Harley Blake Lopez.
Harun Rashid Khan.
Savannah Jean Kohler.
Zuhair Mohammed Khan.
Jillian Riel Pleasants.
Jonathan Kim.
Swapna Reddy Kohanta.
Rebecca Nade Kim.
Cameron Catherine Krebs.
Charles Austin Kerr.
Alexander Lamont Furnish.
Fatima Light.
Siddhartha Kumar.
Leanna Cynthia Clift.
Chloe Elizabeth Guzman.
Jeffrey Alexander Kolar.
Sadie Grace Lavelle.
Casey Marie Kostar.
Ray Benedict Cote Lama.
Raiden Cody Kowalczyk.
Amber Raven Lee.
Robert Steve Kraus.
Alexander Joseph Lamont.
Julia Catherine Priest.
Scott Austin Lane.
Sean Robert Kukutrusevich.
Alberto Angel Law.
Max Ryan Cutler.
Jennifer Law.
Marissa Nicole Puma.
Andrew Michael Lau.
Joseph Ray Monahan.
Janelle Lazar.
Amy Maria Lagunas.
Trevor Edward Leach.
Asha Lake.
Olivia Marie Leachman.
Jenna Madison Landgraf.
Richard Russell Lee.
Jacob William Lang.
William Robert Lemieux.
Alexandra Guadalupe Laura.
Haley Marie Leonard.
Trinidad Elaine Lara.
Alexis Lauren Levin.
Sean Lassiter.
Julia Isela Lopez.
Esteban Brandon Moose.
Jaime Lopez.
Pamela Rebecca Birch.
Brianna Christian Lopez.
Nicholas Angelo Leva.
Claire Patricia Lundberg.
Lauren Dewa Lingad.
Natalie Rose Wycheck.
Jordan Richard Lippy.
Thomas George Harris.
Dominique Marie Loisel.
Adrian Macias.
Anthony O. Lopez.
Mary Mack. Severio Giuseppe Mannix Raspa.
Jesus Lopez.
Jonathan Richard Newman.
Christopher Jared Love.
Sarah Grace Majewski.
Sadie Guadalupe Luna.
Alexandria Mary Mack.
Jacob Gerard Lunch.
Kyle Joseph Block.
Bailey Aaron Madden.
Connor Lloyd Hunter.
Abraham Macias.
Nathaniel Tafuma Akil.
Neil Raj Madonna.
Paige Catherine Rose Martin.
Anne Shirley Major.
Alana Marie Martin.
David Edmund Majewski.
Joseph McCoy Martin.
Sherilyn Marie Mackey.
Julian Felipe Martinez.
Kayla Jean Locker.
Rebecca Lane Martinez.
Houston Michael Malton.
Sylvia Rose Martinez.
Regina Nicole Menino.
William David Martinez.
Stephanie Jaslyn Mansfield.
Katerina Rose Maddow.
Jake Matthew Marcinkus.
Deshaun Lee Matthews.
Taylor Renee Marion.
Jeffrey Michael May.
Chelsea Marie Marsh.
Sarah Rose Maynard.
Desmond Keyshawn Martin.
Alize Moshe McBride.
David
James Aaron McCullough.
Sophia E. Martinez.
Solri Aquamini McGee.
Tina Marie Martinez.
Miles Chris McIntosh.
Heidi Martinez Borjas.
Rock Martin McLaughlin.
Marissa Grace Madden.
Lucas Michael McNamara.
Angie Matute.
T. Ryan McGraw.
Michael Caleb Maiden.
Genesis Mejia.
Elijah Francis Parker.
Terriana L. Apollo Johnson.
Courtney Nicole McCauley.
Leisha Oriane Mecca.
Madeline Ryan McConaughey.
Isabella Louise Mijares.
James Britton McCullough.
Ryan William Mitch.
Kashawn McKnight.
Benjamin Hayes Miller.
Natalie Lila McNally.
Lavinia Van Sandra.
Alexis McKenna McNulty.
Alante Sade Mitchell Preston.
Adolfo Meldar Zawala.
Hamza Sayed Mohammed.
Oscar Francisco Mercado.
Jasmine Monty.
Lance Edward Mary.
Jennifer Morado.
Nathaniel James Metz.
Brianna Morales.
Randall George Mitch.
Henry Molly Morgan.
Andrew Christopher Miller.
Jonathan Dominic Morelli.
Tristan Gaddis Miller.
Nestle Murillo.
Jenna Renee Mitchell.
Donald Earl Muslim.
Abdulrahman Muhammad.
Nadia Ashley Myers.
Kimberly Monroy.
Raymond Scott Negro.
Madeline Page Montgomery.
Carla Gabriela Navarro.
Adrian Morales.
Alexander Paul Nelson.
Deja Liana Borma.
Gretchen Elizabeth Nelson.
Anthony
Jacob Lewis Nissen.
Alondra Navarette.
Jessica Christine Nixon.
Diane Joy Neal.
William Ross Mordine.
Evan Bradley Nelson.
Morgan Cheyenne Nyman.
Cameron Alexander Neville.
Tasia Zakaya Haley O'Brien.
Zachary Thomas Newman.
Mariella O'Connor.
Trey Lee Nickerson.
Lynette Bruna O'Connor.
Alexander Disadvantage.
Declan James O'Connor.
Alex George Nixa.
Santiago Olayo Munoz.
Kaylee Olivia Norman.
Kathleen Marie Holsus.
Megan Anthony Nystrom.
Alberto Ontiveros.
Christian Ocampo.
Daniel Rubin.
Jonathan Stephen Ocampo.
Shannon Marie O'Ryan.
Juliana Reyna Ocampo.
Lorena Alejandro Ortiz.
Jocelyn Olmos Casterjon.
Christopher Ortiz.
Kelly Ann O'Neill.
Brittany Isako Osman.
Nadia Marie Montaderos.
Danielle Celeste Padilla.
Cindy Paola Ordonez.
Melissa Haley Palmer.
Francisco Javier Orihuela Garcia.
Shauna Janelle Altamero Balloon.
Kimberly Ortega.
Dokora Honduras.
Ryan Enrique Ortiz.
Carlos Parisa.
Daisy Ortiz.
Brian Monte.
Kristen Marie Ostrowski.
Adam Patel.
Abigail Marie Owie.
Shivani E.J. Patel.
Christina Elizabeth Pacheco.
Alexandria Gabriela.
Tyler Matthew Paisley.
Joshua Corey Pelham.
Isis Damarie Palmer.
Nathan Tyler Pence.
Nathalie Papadakis.
Eric Antonio Perez. Joseph Pereira.
Bernice Pina Corona.
Jalen Antonio Howard.
Jeffrey Michael Piaquinto.
Randall Notacozo Putozo.
Erica Gail Dannon Pitta.
Christine Joy McDonus Neruda.
Christopher Edward Leasy.
Sean Patrick Hendrick.
Jordan Andrew Poirier.
Joseph Robert Rush. Kristen John Raymond.
Jared Pomplus.
Alexa Elizabeth Brown.
Molly Rose Potter.
Dominic Ramirez.
Michaela Rose Powers.
Tatiana Isabel Ramirez.
Megan Christine Perdomo.
Marcela Ramirez Lopez.
Yusuf Saleh Qasem.
Darian Tyrese Ramirez Wilson.
Nicholas Kuhn Perrini.
Elena Sarin Randall.
Mansour Qureshi.
Ruchira Ray.
Nicholas Charles Madden.
Washington Reddy.
Justin Robert Osnick.
Skylar Nicole Wiley.
Miguel Angel Ramirez.
Sergio Reyes Castro.
Carlos Ramirez Anaya.
Trevor Alexander Reed.
Moises Ramirez Ramirez.
Jeremy Tyler Rich.
Alyssa Rose Ramsden.
Brett Joseph Richter.
Maya Faith Manson Cox.
Ben Lee Rickenbaugh.
Lazaro Jose Vega.
Michael Leon Hyman.
Michael Anthony Reed Toro.
Carla
Aldrin.
Kayla Frances Rossi.
Amelia Marie Roby.
Lily Celine.
William Richard Rocher.
Domingo Roberto Sanchez.
Cindy Fran Ross.
Carla Paula Sanchez.
Eduardo Ruiz.
Kevin Daniel Sanchez Curry.
Stephen Ruiz.
Liliana Christina Sanders.
Madeline Ann Rutsey.
Raquel Carolina Sands.
Brandon James Rising.
Samuel John Cepeda.
Rajiv Kareem Diaz Monova.
Alejandra Sarabia Rivera.
Jonathan Enrique Salinas.
Andrew Joseph Saunders.
Jocelyn Salton.
Nicole Jillian Schlosser.
Alexandra Claire Salmon.
Lucas Joseph Schmidt.
Dalen Marie Sanchez.
Jason Daniel Schultz.
Jenna Marie Sanchez.
David Charles Searing.
Muriel Alberto Sanchez.
Chance DeAndre Simmons.
Ricardo Jodiel Sanchez Morales.
Vicente Jesus Serrano.
Haley Nicole Sanders.
Katrina Maxine Sewell.
Holly Samuel.
Shavonda Shawn.
Martin DJ Sinfieri.
Cameron Lee Shaw.
Dear Kendall Sargent.
Alyssa Erica Sherman.
Madeline Jane Schmidt.
Kyle Matthew Schick.
Judah Odette Scully.
Ashlyn Cheyenne Schwartz.
Alexa Christine Salinas.
Claudia Emanuela Sichko.
Lydia Emmanuel Sundin.
Drew Carter Sinclair.
Alyssa Sarah.
Justin Gabriel Salgado Sisson.
Jesus Alberto Servant.
Nathan Benjamin Smith.
Joseph Shonish.
Connor Jackson Sordell.
Emma Elizabeth Sharp.
Diego Sosa Lindor.
Rachel Rebecca Shaw.
Kyle William Spencer.
Akash Shet.
Sydney Marie Springer.
Selena Presley Schaffner.
Jeff William Stoddard.
Malik Abdul Siddiqui.
Katrina Elizabeth Steffen.
Emma Diane Saragusa.
Rakaya Richard Stevens.
Olga Sankid.
Logan Philip Stone.
Raymond Andrew Sorayan.
Anna Peter Scott.
Kennedy Faye Split.
Cameron John Strumming.
Catherine Santa Inez.
Christian Kenneth Son.
Skylar K. Stans.
Sarah Marie Seafood.
Amanda Joanne Stouts.
Allison Donna Simons.
Eleanor Carol John May Steinlein.
Megan Olga Simons.
Jada Katura Stevens.
Annalise Emery.
Madeline Margaret Stingle.
Luis Tarsini.
Ryan Richard Story.
Antonia Norian.
Alexis Dawn Strader.
Alexandria Marie Clayton.
Nathan Samuel Stiles.
Anna Elizabeth Kelly.
Daniel Earl Sunday.
Natalie Andrea Towns.
Hasid Ahmed Syed.
Chase Martin Van Engelen. Diego Alexander Newell.
Ellen Mary Sostek.
Austin Nathaniel Smith.
Julia Juliana Seisman.
Natalia Tony.
Aaron Cole Taggart.
Ramin Usman.
Joel Michael Tapia.
Vanessa Karina Torres Aguilar.
Safia Tayabi.
Arak Alejandro Torres Alina.
Jessica Andrea Tejada.
Matthew Shaughnessy Turner.
Matthew Charles Temener.
Trevor Vaughn.
Naveed Jeevan Thomas.
Jordan Rachel Smith.
America Villarreal.
Alexander Raphael Williams.
Mally Alexandra Viola.
Devontae Michael Williams.
Ryan Joseph Rabel.
Michael John Williams.
Madison Ray Walzak.
Davion Ladeo Wilson. Grace Lazarus.
Desiree Morgan Walker.
Abigail Mary Grace Weisman.
Nicholas John Walker.
Caroline Ina Wong.
Kira Aquino Ward.
Haley Richard Wright.
Julia Marie Ward.
Shane Young.
Jonathan Paul Porta.
Anna Louise Young.
Sienna Sydney Washington.
Manuel Ricardo Zakat.
Jenna Brielle Welch.
Brittany Marie Zahn.
Macy Reagan Meslaughter.
Kevin Alejandro Salvo.
Aaron Jamal Williams.
Cameron Rose Singh.
Daniel O'Shea Williams.
Nicholas Mark Zaluski.
Janelle Shanice Williams.
Kenneth Michael Simmons.
Carter John Wilson.
Ryan Allen Zupan.
Joshua Alexander Wilson.
Jason Thomas Zisk.
Damani David Wint.
Nicole Adriana Zagata Lansky.
Nicholas John Wizawati. Julia Taylor Wood. Andrew